Okay guys, so today I'm going to do a comparison between two Ning shoes. Ning was the first brand of Chinese shoes that I purchased. I bought the Ning Red Hare 8 some months ago. It's a daily trainer. It comes from the brand Ning. It's a company in China. It's named after the founder Ning, who was a Chinese gymnast back in the 1984 Olympics. He was named they called him the Prince of Gymnastics. I think he won 3 golds and like 5 or 6 total medals. He was pretty outstanding, but he went to business school after that instead of becoming a coach. And in 1990, he formed the Ning Company. They make footwear and clothing. Their basketball shoes have become quite popular, even with NBA players. I think it's like Jeremy Lin was their first big athlete, but they definitely are big in the basketball market. I started hearing that their running shoes were quite good, and I decided to try these, and I have really liked them. The price point was really good. This is a shoe that has they call it a boom fiber upper. It feels kind of a little bit plasticky, kind of like that, or jacquard mesh. It's got a little bit of support details around it. It uses what they call boom foam, which is a beaded PEBA foam, I believe. They put a TPU shank in it that's just for stability. It's not for propulsion. And then they used a Pro Bar lock. They also used a clip around the whole back of the shoe to give it some stability. I actually found this to be a really good shoe. I put about 230 miles in this pair before I decided to retire it, and I wanted to try the newer version, the Red Hare 9 Pro. The one thing that I would say didn't work out real good for me for these was the outsole. It's a GCR rubber. It stands for ground control rubber. I actually think it's a very good rubber. It grips well. It mostly wears well, but when I have high impact areas, it wears through a bit prematurely. I got about 120 miles on these before I started having to add shoe goo back in the heel area, and added some about at 170, and then it's needing it now again if I was going to continue running in these. But otherwise, the ride it has a good, nice rocker, very bouncy, very soft, a very nice training shoe, and it comes in at a reasonable weight. I bought men's size 12. They didn't come in 11 and a half, which is what I normally wear, so I went with a 12. They are a little bit on the narrow side. I'm average to slightly narrower than average foot width, but these were fine. When I went with the 12, it gave me plenty of room. It is a little bit long, so actually the length I think is pretty true to size. But you can see it angles in some, but by going up to a 12, I had plenty of room. Anyway, I was quite comfortable. I found I could pick up the pace in these. They still felt good at a slow pace. Really enjoyed the shoe. Then I went to the Red Hare 9 Pro. It's basically still essentially the same shoe. I think there's a little bit more reflective details on it. Still has the pull tab, still has the same sort of medium cushion tongue, kind of lightly cushioned, but there's enough there to prevent the lace bite. But the tongue stays in place well. I would say it's a light to medium cushioned heel collar, but there's plenty to keep it comfortable. It does have some structure to it. The biggest changes that they made really is they changed the shape of the Pro Bar lock plate. Instead of it being just a plate in the middle and then the clip around the outside, they went to this winged plate where it's in here, and then the plate extends up and goes into the sides. I find they both methods worked well. I don't really have a stability issue with these shoes at all. As far as changes go, I would say the difference between the two shoes is there's a little bit of difference. The upper does seem like a little bit lighter, thinner material. It breathes a little better. Like I said, that Pro Bar lock shape changed. It still uses the GCR ground control rubber. I can't say that, GCR, but I can't tell yet if it's going to have the same issue. It does look like it's going to be about the same. I've got 75 miles in the Red Hare Pro 9, and I am seeing some wear in the heel, though there's still a good bit of rubber there. So these may last a little longer with the rubber on the outsole. I'm not sure. I'll know as I get more miles in them, even than the 75 so far. As far as the ride goes, as you can see, they're both very rockered, but it actually feels like on foot. This one, the the rocker maybe starts a little bit earlier, slightly earlier stage rocker. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's how it feels to me. And I would say the foam in it actually feels just a little bit softer as well. But they're both great for daily training. I can run easy miles in them. I can pick up the pace in them. I can definitely do tempo work in them. I wouldn't say they're a race day type of shoe because they're not super propulsive or anything, but they roll through well. They bounce well. I would actually personally race in them because I'm not a big person as far as using. I don't use many carbon fiber plated shoes. I do own the Ning Fadian 5 Challenger that does have a plate, and I really enjoy that shoe as well. But I really do save it for race day efforts or a really higher speed work. One of the other biggest changes is they widened the shoe some. I think it's 1 millimeter wider in the forefoot. I don't really feel that, but it is definitely wider through the midfoot and through the heel. That's going to allow it to fit more feet in the US. I would say it definitely is going to fit most standard feet. Like I said, I was able to wear the Red Hare 8 Pro without any problem, and I'm slightly narrower than normal, but this does give more accommodation to a little bit wider foot. I still would not think a double E is going to fit in this shoe. I don't think it's a wide foot friendly shoe, but that actually also helps with the stability. And for all these changes that they made, the Red Hare 8 Pro in my men's size 12 came in at 268 grams. The Red Hare 9 Pro comes in at 272 grams. It's 4 grams more, but I really can't tell the difference at all on foot. They both feel the same to me. I'm really enjoying the shoe. The one other thing that really changed is the Ning shoes have becoming more popular over the last several months. And whereas I bought the Ning Red Hare 8 for like $60 or just over $60 all in, you're now paying more like $90 for the Red Hare 9. It has slight improvements, but I think it's mostly just due to the popularity. And the best deal I'm finding on the Red Hare 9 now, Red Hare 9 Pro, is on Amazon here in the US. I do think they both are really good looking shoes. I'm really digging this yellow green color in the Red Hare 9 Pro. Anyway, both very good shoes. Those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And keep moving!